What is going on, everybody? It's Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift-Onfire. Today's gonna be a what sold video, what sold for me recently on eBay, and I think maybe we snuck a Depop sale in here as well. I was out here yesterday pulling orders. These were my orders from the long weekend. So I think I was out here Tuesday morning getting orders out, and today when I'm filming the intro here, it is Wednesday. I'm currently dealing with an issue on eBay. Now, every once in a while I'll vent about eBay, and here's like kind of an odd one, okay? So as you guys know, I have mostly been selling on eBay.com recently. I actually had the location of a lot of my items set up as New York, as when I was using Stallion Express, it started tracking in New York. So that's where, I had my location of the items. It was very appealing to US buyers, since tariffs, since all this stuff going on with, Stallion Express and the border and everything that's been going on, I've decided to set my item locations back to Canada, okay, just to my regular address. I've been using Canada Post now for probably a good month and a half, almost 2 months, and things are going well. For some reason in the eBay system, I've had some items trapped where they were still listed as New York, and I was unable to switch them back. I've been working with eBay to try to fix that. The easy thing to do is, bulk edit all your listings, change item location, but it would only do a certain amount of them. Originally, they said, hey, it's probably because you have like offers out or something available on them that it's not allowing you to change the items right now. We kind of worked through that, but I still had items that I just couldn't switch. I spoke today to 2 different eBay agents. The first one was an absolutely useless call. I should have just hung up the phone and tried again. The second time, I actually got somebody on the phone who I thought was going to work with me, and they understood what I was trying to do, but they wound up transferring me to somebody else who just made it a complete mess again, and I wound up just hanging up the phone. Now, the reason why I was trying to deal with this is because I got a message from a buyer yesterday who was mad about something that they bought and said, hey, if I knew this item was coming from Canada, I wouldn't have bought it. I needed this quicker. We talked back and forth. I actually explained my situation to them. They were actually sympathetic to it and helped me over the last 2 days, so starting yesterday and then today, get my items back, all my items back on ebay.com, but the location set as Canada, which is what I wanted. So he was able on his end, which I was not able to do. He could search my store and show me the items. He sent me a link with all my items that were still listed in the US. I think I still had 21 items. And through that, I was able to end the listings and relist them just in Canada where they belong. Without that, I'd still be scratching my head. He did mention to me also that I could do that, but when I tried to search on my laptop, my MacBook, it would not let me search by location. So I don't know what he was doing differently than me. I also asked eBay how to search just for items, the locations of your items in your store, and they didn't even know how to tell me. They didn't know how to tell me. They didn't know how to tell me how to look it up like that. And I don't know. I was just so frustrated. I actually got more customer support from an actual eBay seller. He was a buyer in this case, but I could see that he actually sells cameras, which is what I sold this guy, was a camera. So he's going to fix this camera. I sold him and, probably sell it on his own eBay store, which is great for him. But it's crazy that I got more help from, like I said, somebody selling on eBay, in this case, an actual buyer, like I said, than eBay support themselves. eBay support can be so hit or miss. I've had a lot of trouble, with them in the last year or so. I still love eBay. I still love selling on eBay. It's just the customer support can be rather poor. Anyway, I thought I'd just kind of update you on that because that's sort of like what I've been dealing with in the last couple of days here. I imagine that issue itself is pretty unique to me, but let me know down in the comments below if you had customer service issues recently. I'd be interested to hear about them. But for now, let's pull some orders. Kicking it up this morning with an eBay sale, and I threw a comp up for this when I showed you in the last video that I picked up these Brook Beasts. Very nice condition, super clean. I think we paid just under $8, $7 and change at my local Goodwill, and they flipped. Listed them in the morning, flipped in the same day, a little later on in the day for $45 USD. They are 4E, so extra wide. Really nice shape. Great pickup there. I thought they'd sell quick. I didn't know about same day. Hoping to get about $50. We got 45 Canadian, so happy with a quick flip on the shoes for sure. This shirt I had to look for, so I threw it on top in this bin the other day. It's a Megadeth t-shirt. I had this at my bin, or my booth, I'm sorry, for a little while, maybe a couple of months. It's been for sale now for a couple of months here at home, and it just hadn't sold. It's a Y2K shirt. This one, we wound up running a sale on it and getting $15.65. You know, happy to move it out. It did come from the $800 clothing buy. A couple different card sales here as well. First one, this is a Trio 100. I see jersey card here, serial number. This is 14 of 100. Notable players here for me, McGinley, Chara. Nice card. That one, we're getting $14 USD. This next one is going out to Chrissy, viewer of the channel. She's bought different stuff from me. A lot of this guy here, actually. Connor Hellebuck. This card, I think she told me, she said in a message that all of her sons now will have this card, or her kids. I don't know if it's all boys, but all her kids anyway. All will have this card now. It is a Young Gun. Very nice. I was running some auctions on some cards that I wasn't 100% sure about value. Also just to sort of test the waters on cards like this. They didn't do great, but they are all going to the same person, which is her. So that's kind of nice. We're going to ship them out together. So Ovechkin card, also serial numbered. It's a Upper Deck 2019-2020. This one I think is the same year, 1920. Yep. Sidney Crosby, and another Crosby here. This one is a Diamond Stars. I thought this one might have been Panini, but no, it's 2021 Black Diamond Hockey, okay? 99 cents, 99 cents, 99 cents, and then I think on this one we got $22. But they're all going to go out to, like I said, viewer channel. Thank you very much. Appreciate that always. And we sold Minecraft. I think I might have showed you I picked this up too. I figured if I listed this one at the right price, it would sell pretty quickly, and it did. We sold this one for $11.99 USD. Really quick sale. Happy about it. Let's get this round of orders out of here. Another round of orders, and it's a couple of hats here, so we might as well just pull them all out at once here. All right, so Wayne Gretzky hat here. This is a Labatt's Wayne Gretzky Tennis Classic vintage hat here. I had this one listed for a while. It came from that big hat buy where I bought, you know, multiple garbage bags full of hats. This one, $42.30 USD. Like I said, it was listed higher. I just took that as an offer. Next hat, Blue Jays hat right here. This one came, I think, from a Goodwill Bins buddy. Probably paid about $5 roughly for it, and got $17.50. So a little higher buy cost than this one. This one would have been basically, you know, it's so hard to say because I was like 5-6 garbage bags full of hats. I paid, I think, like $100 and some for it. So it wasn't like I paid a ton. I'm not sure the buy cost in that, but you know, that hat is almost half of the buy cost. This also came from the same buy. Nice to see some of these hats selling again. Foam hat here. Foam's in pretty good condition. It is local to me. Ducks Unlimited, Long Point Bay. Long Point is about 15 minutes away from me. Beautiful place. It sold for, they're out of order, so I just kind of looking down, $27 USD. So 3 hats going out. That's always nice. Next, going to the clothing one bin. I thought this would have sold. I think I had it listed too high originally. I haven't played around with the price on this for a long time, but it is running. I am running a sale on it. It is New York Yankees. It is Looney Tunes collab, but it's a tank top, which I think the tank top part of it is probably what made it not sell so quickly. But New York Yankees Taz tank top, still got okay money for it. I'll set it down here. Just gonna take another peek at what we got exactly for it. $30.80 USD. That one, I think, came from my buddy Scott from the Goodwill Bins. Probably gave him $10 for it, something like that. So I'm not making a killing. I was trying to get closer to 50, I think, at some point, and it just wasn't happening. Next, a card. I just wrote card because insert clip now.
The bag gets picked up by Slafkovsky. He's in. He scores. Uri Slafkovsky.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, but you would have heard it in the clip for sure. It is 11 of 100. It's a die cut card. I believe this was an offer. I got $8.25. I probably had it listed for 12, maybe $10, $12 US. Still, I'll take it all day. That would have came from the $3,000 card buy, so the latest card buy. Next, a lot of 25 DVDs. I don't know if these ones are, no, they're not printable ones or anything like that, just, you know, generic DVDs picked up at the, probably my local Goodwill for a couple bucks, I'm assuming. Sealed media always sells for me, and it doesn't sell quick, and in this case, not even for a lot of money. You know, some of the better brands, you know, Sony definitely does better. I'm trying to think of another really good brand right now. My brain is a little bit mush from the weekend, sorry. Anyway, $8.25 on this guy. Just looking at the list because we went out of orders. It looks like another card sold. So let's grab the card. It is a dual card here. I ran this one at auction as well. Actually got a few bids on it. It is a Ovechkin Bradley Holby. Is it Holby? Anyway, 2019-2020 Upper Deck Premium Hockey Dual Patch card. It is numbered of 99. I would have guessed I would have got, if I maybe listed, I couldn't find a sold for this exact one. There are other ones that are 30 to 40 bucks. I'm like, you know, I'll run this on auction, see how it does, just to see if it'd be worth it. $12.23. So this one, probably not worth running as an auction, but I couldn't find a sold comp for it. I couldn't even worth point find it. I'm sure 99 of them, probably a lot of people are hanging on to them. Or maybe it's just not very popular. I just have a hard time believing anything with Ovechkin serial number and patch wouldn't be worth a little bit more than $12. But, you know, I rolled the dice and that's what I got on that one. I think that might be all the eBay sales. I'm just going back through them. Looks like it's one Depop sale. Nice to get a couple more Depop sales here. The Offspring Tour shirt, 2017. So pretty new, honestly. Pretty sure this came from, once again, the $800 clothing buy, I think. It's possible I picked this up at the Goodwill bins. I don't remember exactly, but I do remember thinking, hey, this would probably sell in my booth for, you know, 15, 20 bucks, something like that. It never did, so I brought it home, threw it online, and it eventually sold, I think, on offer. I had it listed for about $24 USD, and we took 20, but happy about that still. 20 bucks USD on Depop, and we'll get this round of orders out of here. So to spin a little bit of positive light on, you know, my intro story from the intro there, you know, I had got a lot of help from an eBay member, which is great, because they could have just been completely upset with me, not believed my story whatsoever, and just said, I'm just going to give you negative feedback, and I'm going to try to get my money back from eBay, or something like that. They could still very well leave me negative feedback. That's not out of the question, but because they were sympathetic and worked with me and actually helped me get my listings back to Canada instead of the US being listed that way, I don't think they will, but I guess we'll see here, you know, when it gets there. They were a little concerned. They're in Michigan. I'm in Ontario, which is not that far away, but because of Canada Post, it was actually shipped to Chicago, and I'm sure that's what was the red flag for this person. Like, why is my item in Chicago? Doesn't make any sense, as they thought it was going to be shipped from New York, because that's where the item, the location was set up to New York, unfortunately. Yeah, so I don't know, like, I guess that's the other good news, I guess, is we did end 21 items and relist them as sell similar, so brand new items, and they are listed in the right place, so that's a good thing as well. But yeah, I don't know, like, so we have some new listings, we got some help from an eBay member, and, you know, we got a decent amount of sales over, you know, for me, that was, I think it was Saturday to Tuesday sales, what you see me pull here yesterday. I already have some sales building up, so there'll definitely be a What Sold Friday video, and we will see you then. If you guys do like videos like this, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. We'll see you guys soon.